Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lorene and this is Lorene Jean Projects. Today we are going to go over how I put the tile backsplash on my kitchen area in our pop-up camper. If you're looking for videos that are DIY how-tos for your trailer or pop-up, and also I do some camping vlogs and travel vlogs, stuff like that, this is a place for you, so definitely subscribe. I post videos every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and today's video hopefully will be a really informational one for anybody who is looking to do a cute little backsplash that will really open up your space and just make it a little bit more homey and cute. So stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to do it. This is the peel and stick that I got from Lowe's. I will link it down below if I can find it on Amazon or something like it that has decent reviews, but ours worked super well. It's about $11 per section. So this packet only comes with one section. So I mean, it's a little bit pricey. It depends on how much you're going to be using. For my space here, I think I used like 5 for across this section and then 2 or 3 for this section up here. I mean, it adds up honestly, but if you're looking for something that's not like super expensive and real tile, this is definitely the way to go, honestly. And it's really easy. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Okay, so before I start, I did want to just show you guys what it looks like outside the package. The quality is really nice. It kind of like, it's pretty bendy, which is cool. You can totally cut this with scissors, and that is the only thing that I'm going to show you guys today as far as like what tools you're going to need, because I'm going to keep this as simple as possible. So I'm going to use scissors. You can use a X-Acto knife as well. That works really well with this, but I'm going to show you guys how it looks when it's cut, how easy it is to cut it, but also what it looks like when it is cut. And you can kind of tell. I'm going to show you guys really close here. This is a cut down like the middle of the tile, and obviously I'm not perfect, but I'm going to show you guys really up close. Maybe you can get a better cut than I did, but when you're not that close, it looks pretty amazing to me. But again, it's not going to be perfect because it's not tile. And also too, if you come up close, you can see the lining of the different edges. So I just want to be really upfront and real with you guys. That's what it looks like when it's up close. It's not going to be, you know, this flawless seam because it is not actual caulking, as you can see. Okay, so when you're actually doing this, you're gonna want to measure. You can also do what I did, which was just like, you guys know, I don't like to measure. I literally will do anything I can to not measure. Anyway, I would just hold it up against where I'm at and just kind of figure out by using a pen. I mean, and you can, you know, obviously use a pen or a pencil, whatever you want to use, and just kind of take off my 2 different sections, like where I need to cut it basically. So measure or don't measure, but it's pretty self-explanatory as far as like how much you need to use per section. On the back side here, we have like, it has like a little sticky pulley section here, but as you can see, I'm not really actually going to be doing this because I've already completed my section, my tile, and I don't want to pull it off because it's expensive. But I'm going to show you guys with this one. Okay, so when you're doing this, you want to make sure you're going from left to right. I don't know why my brain can't figure that out, and it took me a couple of tries for this, but you have to go left to right because you're overlapping on this section here. It just says overlap here. You can see it. Overlap here. So you're putting it here, right? And then your next section is going to overlay right over the top of that, which is really nice. And then for this section, you would just cut off little pieces like this. And I'm going to do that for you guys and show you how to do it. Okay. First of all, I'm going to pretend like I need only half of this, so I'm going to cut it down the middle. I'm going to show you how easy this is. Super simple. So my cut's not perfectly straight, and I mean, put as much effort in as you want to make them look really nice and straight, but I like to be quick. Let's say, I'll do it right here as an example. So I put this one up right here. So the next section, this is going to be a little wonky because this one is different, right? But the next section would overlay right here, and it would go just like that, which is really nice, right? It's kind of like Tetris, if you will. There's never a straight part, so you can do one of 2 things. So you can either cut this off, which is what I did, and make the side flat and straight. Makes it look really nice and easy, right? And then you don't have to use these little weird pieces to fill them in. Now, if you want, you can also use the whole strip like this and have little sections like this and then paste them in. So you can either kind of Lego it together, piece it together like this, or cut that whole section off and have a straight edge. Now, once you have cut your pieces however you want them, then you're going to make sure that your surface is prepped by cleaning it, sanding it if you want to. So I did not sand mine, I just prepped and cleaned it, and it stuck really well. But you know, feel free to sand yours, especially if you know that this is like what you're doing and you're keeping it on there. You totally could sand it. I guess it would stick a lot better. But once you're prepared and ready, you can clean your surface, and then all you have to do is peel and stick these. So I'm gonna peel this off just to show you guys what it looks like with this off. Voila. So pretty bendy, pretty easy. Also, it's really nice because you can stick it on, peel it off, stick it on, peel it off. I definitely had to do that a few times, but just making sure that like when you're lining it up, make sure to line it up well. You can also, this is something that I have done in the past for flooring, but what you could also do is you can get one of the, like a string, and you can tack a piece of string across, make sure it's level, and then if you have chalk on it that's a different color, snap it, and then it has like a nice straight line for you to follow, if that's your jam. It's not mine, especially for things like this. When it's peel and stick, I just kind of go for it. But I highly recommend. The material works really well, they've stuck really well, they clean super easy, which is nice, and they're overlapped, so if like water seeps down or anything like that, they haven't been ruined, which is really cool. I highly recommend. I think that they look really great. I've gotten lots of compliments on them, but that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you, especially in your quest of putting a backsplash on, and I hope this helped you out. So if it did, give this video a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe if you can, and I hope to see you guys again. I post videos every Tuesday at 10 a.m. and yeah, thanks for watching. Because you have to overlap over here. Wait, okay, so first of all, this is the peel and stick pop-up, okay, so when you are actually using,
I said, tell me your story.